listen for a second.
That's right there. And our trucks are right there.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. I got to take just a second before we get into this video to set the mood for what's about to happen. Today, me, Exploring Alabama, or EA, and Heath from History Seekers went out to go check on our Spanish-American war site and see if we could find any cool relics. Now, even though we have permission to dig here and look for the relics, that doesn't necessarily mean that we have permission from the locals. And what I mean by that is Alabama's a funny place. You can go from being extremely rural to in a ghetto area in a matter of a couple of blocks. And that describes where we're at today to a T. Some of this area is well known for drugs, crime, and other terrible things. Well, normally we've never had any issues when we went here, but today we did. A couple of the locals that are apparently into crime, well, they let us know that they didn't want us to be there. So y'all hang in there and let us just show y'all what we found and what happens. We're back in the Span Am war camp. I've got my first signal right here. Let's see what it is together. Got a little bit of a chop to it, but we're gonna dig it anyways and see what it is. There it is right there, an old can top. Could be a ration can. This looks like this may be a trash pile. Like I said, it was pretty choppy in here. There's an old piece of glass right there. We'll keep on digging around and see what they might have threw out. All right, guys, just so you know, I am running the AT Max today. I've got my actual sensitivity turned down a good bit. You may be wondering why. Well, all of the targets that have been found in here have all been around 4 inches or less in depth. If you run that up super high, it's kind of like running your high beams on your car in the fog. It's kind of just defeating the purpose. It's giving you a little bit more of a chance to pick up more trash. So I'm not going for depth. Turn it down a little bit. That's going to help me weed out some of the stuff that I don't want to be digging. I am running in 0 mode with 0 on the iron disc because I am looking for those iron relics. I may turn that up here in just a minute if I dig a few more nails. I've only dug a couple so far, but as of right now, it's working out pretty good. We're headed towards kind of this pine thicket area over here, hoping that we're going to find some bottles and some cool relics. Check that out right there. Nice old wine bottle. It's got a nice kick up to it. You can tell how thick that is. That's older. Definitely turn of the century. That's a really good sign. I think I am in the trash pit though, so I may have to move to the side, get out of some of this iron, and keep on looking. Check that out. Nice big horseshoe. Still intact. Still got the nails in it. That's a cool find, guys. If I believed in luck, aren't horseshoes good luck? No, that's a pretty good first find. We'll keep going. Hopefully that's a sign as to what else will be in here. In the hole of that horseshoe is, check this out, Something Company Kentucky, and that looks like that said whiskey up there. So that's really neat. Man, I wish that had been whole. That'd have been a really cool bottle. Just to think that there was probably a soldier kicked back here, shoeing his horse and drinking a bottle of whiskey. It's pretty neat. I was running around this horseshoe area because, like I said, there's a bunch of glass and trash and all kinds of stuff and kicking around. I've been kicking out glass, and then out pops that. Yeah. No detector required. I can't tell what's on it yet.
Look at that, too.
I guess we can give a minute to Heath to let him get here.
Oh, we have to?
Unless...
No, yeah, don't clean it up yet. Nah, clean it up.
Look at that. It's got an eagle on it. You see it? It looks like it was in a fire, doesn't it? That would be...
I don't know, man.
Dude, that's cool, man.
It's a good looking button, though.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's real good.
Right next to the horseshoe. So, I'll take that for sure. Let's get Heath over here and see if he can identify it. Look, I got right here. I was digging through the glass. Yeah. And I pulled a horseshoe out, and then in the same spot there was a bunch of iron. Yeah. And I pulled that button out.
Oh, it's pretty, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's World War I. Absolutely.
So that's not Span Am, it's World War I.
No, that's World War I, definitely.
It looks like it was been on fire, so I guess maybe they burnt their trash there, and that's why all the bottles were there.
Yeah, and I suspected that they did. We found a lot of stuff that's been burned and melted and stuff, so.
Dude, that's cool.
I think we're in the trash dump. I really do.
That's cool, man.
Trash.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Yeah. I hope y'all can see that detail. What do they say on the back? Do you know?
The different stuff. That's a big one though.
That's
like a coat, like a big coat.
Yeah, there was different makers.
Dude, that's cool, man. We're just congregating around this hole right here.
So Heath is holding out. He found a little Ken and Barbie belt buckle. That's awesome, man. Yeah, you know, no, I'm serious. No,
Yeah, that was my first.
Ken and Barbie
Actually,
stuff.
that was my second. I dug a shotgun shell head stamp before that, and then this. So
Now I missed the whole, I wasn't recording about the whole story. So you said
That's cool right
units
there.
from Kentucky trained here
Yeah,
too.
well,
1915, World War I.
there were troops here during the Spanish-American War, which was 1898-99. But then there were troops that came here and trained from the National Guard just prior to World War I, like 1915-ish or something like that. And all the troops from the Southeast came here to this spot.
Very cool, man.
And
That's
Brandon
good stuff.
also-
The bottle guy in me is geeking out a little bit. Every single hole has got just crazy amounts of glass in it as I go. But I just dug this iron target right here. I'm gonna try to get it out. It may be a barrel band. It's going all the way back towards the tree. We're gonna find out together. That's exactly what it was a barrel band, which that's not necessarily a bad thing. That means that's where they threw all of their garbage. Find a gun?
It's a barrel.
You found a gun?
Hey,
He got a gun.
well, the barrel.
Whoa.
Check
Dude.
it out.
I told you, man, the iron target's out here, man.
It's a 410 size. I don't know if there were any.
Whoa.
I don't know if there were any World War I or Spanish American War double barrels up
It may
and
be
down.
after the war, maybe a hunter, but
And it could have been a side like that. Could have been side by side.
that's a
or-
double barrel for sure.
Pretty sweet, huh? You
Dude,
see where
that's
the
cool.
clip wraps in, where it all goes in the thing.
dude.
Nice.
Pretty awesome.
All right, jumpy signal, guys.
Man,
What is that? I know, I can see what it is. Can you tell?
oh, that's a trap.
Yeah, it's a freaking trap, man.
That's crazy.
It was like right up in there. I was digging over here.
Yeah.
I'm like out of breath. I've been digging on it so long. It wasn't even really.
set.
It wasn't even really buried.
That's crazy.
It's like an animal trap.
It's to catch the enemy.
Yes, to catch it. It's a trap.
It's an ambush.
Yeah.
Walking up, and Brandon has found this awesome iron animal trap.
Well, I thought it was in the ground, but it was really kind of over here to the side like that on the tree. Somebody probably set it off or threw it to the side.
Yeah.
But
Well, they would chain them to trees a lot of the times.
I was digging over here and I wasn't finding anything. I was like, dang, and I finally just raked that out.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's
You
pretty.
know, I've never dug one of those.
Really?
Nope, never have.
Well, maybe
I've
the
seen them in the woods, but I've never dug one up before.
maybe the same guy that lost EA's gun had this animal trap set out here.
tree?
Yeah.
Is this the same tree?
No, this is a different tree.
Oh, that's a nice one, man. I ain't never hadn't done any, but
We're gonna set a trap, or EA's gonna lose a finger.
We're gonna set a trap for those bottom feeders that tried to find us. No, I'm kidding. We're not. We're gonna take it with us, but it's funny.
It may not set no more.
yeah, it's kind of rusted, missing all
Maybe
its-
Scott set that for those bottom feeders.
Yes, it was Scott. We'll blame Scott.
Yeah,
What am I doing wrong?
I don't know.
It looks like it's got to fit in that
If
notch.
somebody knows how to set it, I bet you they will comment in one of our videos
I
and
bet-
tell us.
I bet they will too.
Well, that's the way it goes right there.
Yeah.
And then you're done. You step on it. It planks.
Yeah. Is it holding it though? Nope. Woo!
No.
Next.
As you can see what it says. It's pretty cool because I can actually make out what it says. Check this out. Look, it says happy thoughts.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, record that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you think that is?
I really have no idea.
I mean, it looks old, you know what I mean?
It does look old.
With that nice script writing like it is. Could be a match holder or a lighter. Looks like it's got a hole through it right there. It does.
GoPro just quit.
Your GoPro quit.
Just quit.
I guess that means that he's not gonna be able to record. Pull the battery.
Yeah.
The woes of a GoPro. That's cool though, guys. That's a pretty neat little find.
I think you've got a relic of some sort.
I ran over it with my detector, and I wanted him to run over it with his just to get a comparison.
It's a little bit lower than a clad dime, but it's the best tone I've heard all day here.
It's between 76 and 82, so it does seem shallow though, doesn't it?
Well, everything here is shallow because of the rocky soil. And if you guys are seeing, the pine straw rate back, the reason for that is you'll get a better signal.
Yeah, I always kick it with my feet.
Yeah, take your foot, kick the soil back, or kick the pine straw back, and sometimes it'll get you another inch or two of depth.
Yeah, no doubt there. I think it's out of the hole. No, it's not.
Missed it. Miss.
Oh,
Baby, that's a silver. Hold on.
You don't have your camera.
I don't even have my camera out.
I told you, I thought it was good,
hey,
man.
How about that? How about I said, oh, that's not a coin. That's not a coin at all. It's on edge. Look at it.
That's why it was being funny.
It's a silver.
Ooh, it's crusty.
Is it a barber?
No, that's a mercury dime.
We found a couple mercs out here.
Really? Like early mercs?
Yeah, well, I mean, the World War I troops would have had mercs.
God, that thing is corroded, so I'm gonna rub it. Y'all don't freak out on me. I can't see a date, can you? God, it's thin. Look how thin it is, too.
Yeah, it's thin. Come on, you can hand the blind guy? I mean, what do you want me to do? Rub it like by braille? I mean, EA. Maybe he's got good eyes.
It looks like it's, yeah.
Yeah, we got a silver dime.
I don't know, man. It's pretty.
This would have been dropped by a World War I era, well, just post when they were training, getting ready to go to Europe.
I mean, I know we did find that shotgun and that other stuff, so I mean, I guess it is possible a hunter could have dropped it, but
that's possible. But you know something?
It wasn't 2 inches deep.
Listen, some of those guys, we found brass knuckles here and stuff like that. So they brought stuff from home. I think that shotgun, because it's a sawed-off shotgun, I think that might have been related to him too. And the trap, I don't think was.
That's probably the thinnest one that I've ever found.
And it was on edge too. You know, that's why I was like, man, that's a good signal, but it didn't sound like a dime.
I don't know, man. That looks like it says 1920 something.
Okay, it may be a hunter. If it's
I don't know. I'm having a hard time seeing it. I'll have to try to get it cleaned up. It looks like it's been on fire too.
They had a fire here.
Okay, they did?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe forest fire or?
I don't know.
Just some kind of fire.
We found evidence of fires here.
But it's black as all get out.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool though. I'll take it. Yep. Silver.
Absolutely.
Hey,
It was on edge too. That's why it was giving that weird signal.
I'm about 15 foot from where I found that weird little Happy Thoughts container. So could have been the same person that dropped both.
It's not bad.
No, I'll take it. Thought that I had a button, and it turned out to be a rivet. It was ringing up 52 to 54 pretty consistently, which that could make sense because there was a whole lot of tents on this hillside. So I can't imagine that they didn't pop a few of these off and didn't re-sew them on and just threw them to the side. It's all right though. Let's keep on going. Down.
We're pinned down. We've been taking, somebody's firing up there where our truck is.
Like fully auto.
No, that wasn't. But
earlier it was.
It was full. It sounded like full auto.
We can get out of here.
So now it's like, do we walk towards the gunfire and get shot?
And they're near our trucks.
You know, the only thing we could do is maybe walk back to my truck and then drive up.
That's a long way.
Well,
I'd rather not get shot though.
We can't shoot back.
That's right there. And our trucks are right there.
Guys, I don't know about that. That's sketchy. I'm willing to walk back to my truck. I'm just saying.
Hey man, I ain't leaving the FJ.
No, I'll pull up at least when we drive up.
You got the.
I got a Civic P2.
What you got over there?
Civic P365, buddy.
It's not fully auto though.
No, but that sounds like an AR.
Martin Peacemakers in the wagon.
Hey, EA. When I asked you today, should I bring my gun out here?
I said no.
Brandon says no.
See, I didn't think so either.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
How's there somebody out here?
Listen for a second.
You hear anything?
Heard something. Thought I heard somebody talking.
And we didn't catch the first probably 30 or 40 rounds.
Yeah, we didn't record the first few clips that went through those guns. But I'm documenting this. If somebody finds this GoPro and a few skeletons in a few years, yeah, they know what happened.
They'll find my brass though with me.
We're trying to get out of here in a reasonable fashion, but that gunfire was right next to the trucks. Our biggest fear right now is that the trucks are shot up or have been broken into. I don't know though. I'm sketched. That's the most bullet fire I've had go on around me while I was in the woods. And I've done some bad places in Birmingham and Inslee.
It was probably 50 plus rounds.
I'm recording the rest of the way out in case there's somebody out here waiting on us. I think we hear another truck. We're in a spot we had to put it in full drive to get up here. So EA straight up took the lead I'm talking about. Okay. I think we're good. We see our trucks. Yeah. On our way out. We're alive.
Yeah, we
didn't get shot. All right, guys. We got run out of the woods by gunfire. Still a little bit shaken from that. I really thought that we were going to have to hit the deck. And we did get down for a minute. I have a feeling that it probably was at least a scare tactic.
Yeah, run us off.
To run us off, even though where we're at is not an area that we have to worry about. We do have consent or permission, so it's just
a lot of drug dealers in this area.
A lot of drug dealers, and we really don't know what was going on. So let me give you all a little bit of a wrap up. Even though we did get cut short, like I said, what we did find, that nice little buckle that Heath found. I don't know, would that have been a knee buckle or?
No, it's probably an equipment buckle of some kind. It could have been on like a haversack type thing where they just carry different equipment, that type of thing.
And then I got into that trash pit that had the horseshoe, and then in the same little hole as I was digging out popped the World War I button. I've got to clean up the back. I can see that it says American on it, but I can't really make out the rest of it. I have to get it cleaned off where we can see it a little bit better. About 10 foot further away around a big tree was a nice trap. I've never found one of these. It's almost still usable. You saw us try to set it. And then behind it I had the Happy Thoughts, what could be a matchstick holder. We're not for sure on that, or a lighter. It's a neat little piece though. I have to do some research on it. The mercury dime that has seen fire as well, but that's okay. And then the find of the day goes to EA with a gun barrel. So that's pretty awesome, guys. We had a good day. Hope you all enjoyed our adventure. I know it got cut short as mentioned, but we'll have to make up for it the next time we go out.
Sounds good.
Yep. Anyways, all right guys, we'll catch you guys in the next adventure.